Today on Las Vegas Now.
It's International Women's Day, and we're celebrating by taking a look at some fierce females of today, plus what one group is doing in hopes of making a major impact.
And the tribe has spoken 500 times. We're going to tell you more about what makes tonight's premiere of Survivor extra special.
And a local band is drawing some national attention. You're going to get a chance to hear some of music by Broken Spectacles and find out more about what sets this group apart.
You're watching Las Vegas Now with Lindsey Simon, Kendall Tenney, and Mercedes Martinez.
Welcome on this Tuesday to Las Vegas Now. I'm Kendall Tenney.
And I'm Lindsey Simon. Mercedes has the day off. And if you're noticing fewer women around your workplace today, it could be because it is International Women's Day. Yep. Listen to this initiative, which is, by the way, being pushed by the same group that organized the Women's March on Washington after Inauguration Day. Now, they're calling for all women to skip work to show just how much they mean to the economy. Some schools are closing in support of the cause, and rallies are planned in major cities today, including New York, which is the video you see here. For supporters who can't take the day off, organizers are asking them to wear red and to show their purchasing power by not shopping for today. Women are, however, encouraged to shop local businesses operated by women. Yelp even calling attention to these businesses on their official blog. They've posted Boss Babe businesses in each state and major city. You're looking at the Las Vegas businesses. They've posted there's Craft House Brewery, Kappa Toys, Mothership Coffee Roasters, The Cuppa, and Velveteen Rabbit cocktail bars. So this is a big deal. And we were talking before the show. Is it as big as the march that was done after Inauguration Day?
I say no way. There's no way it's as big. I knew so many people who participated in the march here in Las Vegas, and I don't know anyone who stayed home from work today. That doesn't mean there aren't many who did, but anecdotally, I can tell you I don't know anyone that's done it. So, do you?
No, I don't know anyone that skipped. I need to pay the bills, so I cannot skip. But, you know, no shopping. People have probably done that and we wouldn't know. You know, don't purchase gas, I think was one of the things, you know, separate little...
But it's a mixed message, too, in that you're saying don't go shopping unless it's a female-owned business, and that becomes a little convoluted at some point. The message isn't crystal clear, whereas I think with the march, it was much more clear to many, many more people. But we're still discussing it, and that means it's done some good, right?
Right. And First Lady Melania Trump even had a luncheon today, and she was kind of talking about you know, education, and that can help with bringing equality to men and women starting at that young age. So, I mean, the message is getting out there, and I think that's going to be one of her major focuses, is equality and women, you know.
If you measure success on whether people are talking about it or not, yes, it's been successful.
Yes.
I think a lot of people are. Every news outlet I've seen today, every time I've gone online, I've seen a lot of talk about it. I just don't know if the participation is as high in this one as the march.
I can see that. I do know a few celebrities are getting in on the strike, including Jessica Chastain. She just, I think we have pictures of that. Yeah, there she is. The actress is currently in Poland and was seen taking part in the strike action for the movement today. Chastain joined in with the walkout, but still managed to look totally chic, as always, while promoting her movie, The Zookeeper's Wife. Earlier this week, she was talking about why she thought the march was so important. Closures. The film comes out March 31st. So even Jessica Chastain getting in on it.
Internationally, no less.
And we've got a lot about International Women's Day on the show today, too.
Yeah, and we want to hear from you on this topic. Today's Facebook question is, how is International Women's Day making a difference? And already we've had a response from Jessica.
Chastain?
Not Jessica Chastain. I personally haven't lost any rights. I personally don't know anyone who has. And we want to hear from you. Do you agree with Jessica? Do you think there is a great need for this? And is it making a difference? And is it getting traction? And you can do that on our Facebook page.
And if we get some answers during the show, maybe we can, you know, read some off as we go along. Well, thinking of taking a trip to Lake Mead. Well, OutsideOnline.com has named the Lake Mead National Recreational Area the deadliest park in the U.S., the top deadliest park in the U.S. According to this study, an average of 25 people die there every year, mostly from drownings. 254 people have died there since it was established in 1964. Other parks to make the list: Yosemite, Grand Canyon, and Yellowstone. What a downer.
Yeah, that is.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but I've never been to Lake Mead.
You haven't. It's beautiful. It is a fantastic place, and of course, anywhere you go, you want to exercise caution.
Yeah.
But it's a great place. All right, let's check in with Christiane Klein to get some of today's news headlines.
Well, the Republican plan to replace Obamacare faces a long road ahead. Republicans say they've been working on an Obamacare replacement for more than a year and have promised Republican voters they will act quickly. But some Republican conservatives say they do not support the current plan because it keeps some tax cuts as well as the expansion of Medicaid. The Congressional Budget Office is expected to release its cost estimate on the health care plan early next week. 16 people have been displaced after yet another fire sparks at the Solaire Apartments overnight. This is the second fire in the last 2 weeks for the property. It's located on Caron Avenue near Maryland Parkway. We reached out to the Westland Real Estate Group, who bought this property about 5 months ago. They say they've been working as hard as they can to update the facilities there. Well, it turns out Henderson isn't just a great place to live, it's also a great place to work. The Best Workplaces for Commuters program named the city one of 2017's best. The city is among only 231 workplaces nationwide that have committed to employee commuter benefits. An estimated 14% of employees used ride sharing to work within a 12-month period. The city also offers several commuter benefits, including a compressed work week and a carpool matching program. And the excitement's revving up in the valley as NASCAR is set to take over Las Vegas this weekend. Chris, there was a big announcement made just earlier this afternoon.
Vegas is amazing, isn't it? All these events that keep coming here. Yes, indeed. This is a big day for race fans. Those who like the racing, the big NASCAR racing. The LVCVA voted unanimously to approve $17.5 million for 7 years to bring a second NASCAR race to Las Vegas. It'll be held in September and takes the place of one of 2 races that were held in New Hampshire. It'll be the only race in NASCAR that will hold a truck race, Xfinity race, and Monster Energy race on the same weekend. It's a triple-header weekend only in Vegas.
Yeah, so this is going to be the only racetrack that's going to have 2 triple weekends out of any other racetrack on our schedule. So you look at Texas, for instance. In the fall, they're a triple weekend. They have Truck, Xfinity, and Cup. But in the springtime, they're only Xfinity and Cup. There's no truck race there. So the trucks are going to be here twice during the year, Xfinity as well as the Cup Series, both, twice during the year.
That's actually really cool. I didn't hear about that till today. So that's really kind of special. And if you want to book the Kyle Busch Superfecta, come to the South Point, and I promise you, Jimmy Vaccaro and I will have it up on the board.
Yeah, triple header weekend. I just learned that as well. I was trying to run it through my mind on who has triple header weekends, but it's because people want to come out for a destination, and yep, if you're going to be there and you arrive on a Thursday, why not have racing action Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
For him and to drive.
Yeah, why not? Of course, the race will begin to be held in 2018 for those 7 years. Now, think about this, Christiane. You could have NASCAR racing on Sunday, on Saturday, more NASCAR racing, maybe UNLV football, and then on Sunday also with the race, you could have the Raiders playing, and then on Friday, you got the Golden Knights. You can have a dynamic weekend right here in Las Vegas.
That's right. All we need is the Raiders. I like
we just
how
need the Raiders, and it all
knock that in there, right?
It all will work out for us, I think.
Another reason why people come here too, the great weather, right?
Yes,
Ted? Beautiful today.
Chamber of Commerce weather is what we call it, right? Hey guys, definitely a beautiful day today. Spring-like temperatures on the way. Doesn't feel too bad outside right now. Look at that, in the 70s. Your winds are staying calm after that big wind event we had over the weekend. They'll stay calm tonight. We're expected to stay that way also throughout the week. Here's how your night looks. Temperatures in the 60s, a very mild night tonight. Cooling off at 11 p.m. We're looking at clear skies through the evening. 52 degrees your morning start, 62 degrees by 8 a.m. for your commute. And we will have our first 80-degree temperature by tomorrow afternoon. But the last time we actually saw those 80s, get this guys, was way back on November 10th. Can you believe it?
No.
That long.
We're ready for the 80s.
We are ready for the 80s.
We'll just slow it down right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
pause
Hang
there.
tight in the 80s for a
We're
while.
okay with 80s music, too. That's all.
Absolutely.
Good side.
Absolutely. Depeche Mode, the whole thing.
Oh,
All right.
you got it.
Thanks, Ted.
Thanks, Ted.
Sure. All right, the reality series Survivor is celebrating a special milestone. We're going to hear from host Jeff Probst, I love the music, on what it takes to keep the show fresh after all these years.
Jeopardy, weeknights at 7. Today on 8 News Now at 5, face-to-face with War Machine. Chrissy Mack unloads her side of the story in the domestic abuse trial against the former MMA fighter. Plus NASCAR's big announcement for Vegas, the money connected to their deal on 8 News Now at 5.
For reward and immunity, Survivor's ready. Go!
Survivor hits a milestone. Tonight's season premiere will be its 500th episode. Believe it or not, Lindsey, the show has been on the air for 17 seasons, and this season is called Game Changer.
Yeah, this morning we spoke with host Jeff Probst about how they keep changing the game after so many years.
You know how we've done it? One episode at a time. That is really the funny part about hearing you say 500, because when I hear it, I go, wow, that's a lot. But to us, it feels like one at a time for 17 years. And I gotta say, I still have the same enthusiasm today that I did in the year 2000, the summer of 2000 when we started. I still love Survivor.
All right, Survivor's 2-hour season premiere is tonight right here on Channel 8 at 8 o'clock. Are you a big fan?
I've seen some episodes. I don't watch it religiously like a lot of people do. I wouldn't last a day.
No, nor would I. Now, my son, who hiked the Pacific Crest Trail, 2,600 miles plus, and lived outdoors, I think he would do well on a show like that. I would need a hotel and some, nice food.
I'd be the girl that ate the wrong berries and she's breaking out and the producers have to usher her off.
Out.
Yeah.
You're that person.
Well, despite a rise in obesity, more people are opting out of trying to lose those extra pounds. Coming up, find out what health experts say is to blame.
But first, here is today's trivia, brought to you by Rolladen Shutters. What item should you keep next to your bed every night in case of a home invasion?
I know.
You know this one?
Yeah, I know this one.
And we'll work on the typo when we come back.
Eyeglass World
Hey everyone, we're back with our trivia sponsored by Rolladen Shutters. What item should you keep next to your bed every night in case of a home invasion? The answer is car keys. I actually did not know that. Experts say if you suspect someone is trying to break in, press the panic button on your keys to set off your car alarm and scare away the likely intruder. It's a good idea. Well, every year, poison control centers across the United States take thousands of calls about children ingesting hand sanitizer. Many come in brightly colored bottles and smell like food or candy, which can be tempting for young children. Kim Hutcherson has more in today's Health News.
Hand sanitizers are great for cleaning your hands when you don't have access to soap and water, but they should be kept away from young children, especially if they contain alcohol. Between 2011 and 2014, there were more than 65,000 calls to poison used, and children should rub their hands together until they're completely dry. And if you suspect your child has ingested hand sanitizers, don't wait for symptoms to develop. Call Poison Control immediately.
And more health news now. A new study suggests less and less Americans are going the extra mile to lose weight. Researchers from Georgia Southern University found the percentage of overweight adults trying to lose weight dropped from 56% 2 decades ago to 49% currently. Researchers say it's become more socially acceptable to be overweight, and that's reducing the motivation to lose unhealthy weight. And meanwhile, women who have a poor diet during their teenage and young years have a 35% higher risk of developing breast cancer before menopause. A study out of UCLA found a diet low in vegetables and high in sugar, red and processed meats, and margarine has been linked to high levels of inflammation in the body, which can lead to cancer. Kendall.
Well, another health concern for many is colon cancer. With March being Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, Dr. Russell Gollard is here from our Nevada cancer specialist to talk about prevention. And Dr. Gollard, you are the medical director of Nevada Cancer Specialists, and this is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, and I was surprised in prepping for this interview to find out how many Americans are impacted by this.
Oh, yes. There are more than 90,000 new cases when you combine colon cancer and rectal cancer every year. As you mentioned, it is highly preventable. What we recommend is that people after the age of 50 have a colonoscopy, and then one repeated every 5 years. Usually this cancer starts in a polyp, and these polyps can be detected and removed during the colonoscopy procedure.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, early detection would prevent 60% of the cases, I understand, so more than half of the cases of cancer could be prevented with proper screening.
Absolutely. Yes.
And people are reticent, though, to do that screening because it's not comfortable, quite frankly.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the preps have gotten better over time, but still nobody looks forward to going and having a colonoscopy.
Yeah.
And it is uncomfortable, and it's something that we don't talk about in polite conversation sometimes, and it's something that sometimes people don't even mention to their physicians.
Right.
But the most important thing to consider is screening, as it is recommended by the American Cancer Society. That is, taking in those people, everybody between the ages of 50 and 75, and then earlier if there is a family history. Now, one interesting point, which is probably related to diet, is that we have a rash of colon cancers in younger people. The age at onset seems to be skewed lower and lower. So I think everybody needs to be educated about it and needs to watch out for those warning signs and then to get the appropriate screening when it is due.
And a colonoscopy obviously is the most thorough way to screen for this cancer, but there are other ways to detect it, correct?
Yeah, there are. There is, of course, fecal occult blood screening, where fecal matter is examined for the presence of blood, but that's not 100% sensitive. The assumption is that if you have colon cancer, you will bleed from that colon cancer, but that's not always the case. And sometimes, in fact, the bleeding is sporadic. Some people may not bleed at all or may bleed intermittently.
Well, what you are doing for the community is fantastic. It's always great to have specialists here, and you have 2 offices now and 1 opening next week, right?
Yes, we have another one opening next week. We're going to eventually have 4 offices in town. We have 4 medical oncologists, all of whom have been in the community for quite some time with us. We're soon to add 2 more. We also have a nurse practitioner. We're soon to add several more nurse practitioners, and we plan on expanding at a steady pace through the next year and a half, such that we can serve this great community.
Well, fantastic, and we're glad you're here, and we saw the 3 locations up on the screen earlier. If you didn't catch those, you can go to our website for a link to their website and find out which one's closest to you. And a special thanks to Southwest Medical Associates for being one Community Pride sponsor and partnering with us for this segment. A local group is not letting anything stand in their way of fame. Hear the touching story behind one band's trip to stardom.
And it's a fishy situation the extremes one brother went to prove his sister isn't the best goldfish taker. That's coming up.
Furniture for Las Vegas Now, provided by Walker Furniture.
This portion of Las Vegas Now is sponsored by Burnham Construction Services.
Looking for something?
We on 8 News Now.
It is International Women's Day, and we're celebrating all things female, like Madonna. She's the biggest selling female recording artist to date, selling more than 300 million albums in her career. Do your best, Bo. That's good.
Yeah, not
That's
bad.
good. This one?
What is that one?
Is this one?
No, I don't think so. Not when
It's scary.
Yeah. That's like Lucy. Ricky! She's got some explaining to do. All right, here are some other inspiring artists. A local band is proof that talent really doesn't have any boundaries. Members of Broken Spectacles all suffer from vision loss. The cleverly named band is part of the Blind Center of Nevada, and since their formation, they have played gigs around town, and they're now composing their own music and even auditioned for America's Got Talent.
Right now we have like 3 songs that are completed already, kind of like, they're like studio versions.
And coming up later in this show, Broken Spectacles will be here to play a few tunes in our studio.
Ooh, can't wait.
They sound good, too.
I haven't heard them.
Yeah, they sound really good.
I was on the other side of the office, so, ooh, I can't wait. All right, chocolate chip cookies are an American staple when it comes to tasty treats. Up next, we take a look back at how the delicious creation was discovered by accident and how you can hit the streets to walk for awareness for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. It's all coming up next.
Furniture Fashions has fashionable styles with you.
That's tomorrow on Good Day.
You're watching Las Vegas Now with Lindsey Simon, Kendall Tenney, and Mercedes Martinez.
Hey everyone, we are back in our all-state appliance kitchen. And we're gonna cook some good stuff up. It smells good. But first, it's one of the best tasting foods in the world, and it was invented by a woman. I'm talking about chocolate chip cookies. Ruth Wakefield created the delicious treat back in the 1930s, and it was all by accident. Get this, while mixing a batch of cookies, she was out of baker's chocolate, so she put in broken pieces of Nestle's semi-sweet chocolates, expecting them to melt and absorb into the dough. But that didn't happen. When she pulled it out of the oven, she accidentally invented chocolate chip cookies, and we thank you for that, Ruth, every day. Thank you, thank you. And from something sweet to something saucy, we're ready for some barbecue. Virgil's Real Barbecue is in our kitchen, and Chef Michael and Gino will be making some of their famous pulled pork. And Gino, you told me you have to say it like that?
You gotta say it like that.
And Gino, okay. All right, so this smells delicious, and, oh, you gave me gloves, okay. We're gonna make, what are we making?
We're gonna make some Virgil's Carolina pulled pork sandwiches.
Sandwiches, okay. All right, you know I just made this yesterday. Not yours, but my own personal, so we'll have to see whose tastes better.
So we're gonna see if Virgil's is better than yours?
Yeah.
Okay. So
You're like, no problem.
We're just gonna get in there.
Okay.
And literally.
Oh, wow, that's coming right apart.
Pulled pork.
I don't know why gloves are so...
There we go.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, we smoke
How long is this?
About 10, 12 hours in our smokers. We have 2 1,800-pound smokers that we're smoking all day long at Virgil's.
Oh, wow.
So we're gonna pull the pork.
Okay.
Add a little bit of dry rub.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add a little bit of the Carolina sauce.
Okay.
If you wanna just spoon that in there.
You let me know how much.
About 2 or 3 of those would be great.
Okay. Oh, that smells good. And you make your sauce, obviously.
Yeah, everything's made
homemade.
Every day, every morning. So yeah, we can just pull.
Oh, pull it apart?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that we have it mixed.
Kendall was...
So when
Kendall was upset that he didn't get this segment. He's like, the Texas boy doesn't get to do barbecue.
He's stealing the Texas brisket. Now he's taking the Memphis ribs that we make at Virgil's.
My guest coming up in just a second.
Right.
Talking about Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, for your guest,
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
So yeah, we can just grab a bun.
All right.
Just pile it on high.
Oh, geez.
Chicken.
More?
Oh yeah, a little more. Of course. I'm just gonna top it with some of the mustard slaw.
Okay.
Want to grab a top one?
Oh, mustard slaw.
Yeah.
Oh, what am I doing? Oh.
Perfect. And that's our pulled pork sandwich right there.
Oh, it looks delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't pick it up. It's slimy. Okay, so you said this is a mustard coleslaw?
Mustard coleslaw, yep.
Okay, and
So-
we've got baked beans here.
So yeah, hickory baked beans. We have a peanut butter pie we make at Virgil's, homemade key lime pie, collard greens. This is our Memphis-style ribs that we do at Virgil's.
Oh, yeah.
Texas-style brisket, homemade cornbread, macaroni and cheese, our chicken wings in the corner over there, and then our finished product of our pulled pork sandwiches.
Oh, yum. Do I get to try this?
Yeah, we can dig in.
Okay. So tell everyone where you're at.
So we're located in the Link Promenade. We opened about 2 months ago from the creators of Carmine's from New York City.
Okay.
Carmine's is located in the Forum Shops. We have 800 seats there. At Virgil's, we have about 400 seats, a couple private dining rooms, 3 beautiful patios, one that's overlooking the Link pool there.
Okay.
So great food, great drinks, great atmosphere.
Okay, honestly, yours might be better than mine. Yours might be better than mine. Thank you. Oh, he just gave me a napkin. That's so sweet. All right, guys, check out Virgil's at the Link Promenade. Kendall, over to you.
We're ready. Tatum and I are ready to chow down, but we're going to talk first because you're invited to a community party this Saturday, and it's one that will make a tremendous difference in the lives of sick children. It is the 17th annual Walk for Wishes. It's this Saturday, Town Square, and if you've never been, and Tatum has been many times, it is a great event, and joining me to talk about this is Tatum Garrison, who has one of the biggest teams every year, does a great job of fundraising, and also, Tatum is a former Wish child.
Yes.
Tatum, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
You do such a good job of putting your team together. How's it coming this year?
It's coming really well together, finally. I always do things last minute because usually the people that join my team are high school seniors who are procrastinators.
Okay.
So the best time to get them is the week before.
And I, too, am guilty of being a procrastinator, so I will join your team.
That's awesome.
So now you have another procrastinator on board.
Yep.
You went through a lot, and you had a wish granted. Tell me, first of all, about that and what happened.
Well, when I was in 2nd grade, I was diagnosed with Langerhans cell histiocytosis, which is a rare form of cancer, and I was approached by Make-A-Wish to wish for anything, and I wished to meet Paula Deen.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. So that was kind of not a normal wish, but it was absolutely amazing going to meet her, and completely gets your mind off being sick and everything that you're going through at home and makes you feel normal.
Yeah, and so many kids that I've talked to over the years have given very similar stories that it is an escape. Right. And it's something to look forward to.
Completely.
And obviously it impacted you greatly because here you are years and years later, a senior in high school, and you do put many, many hours into this and make it work. And we saw some pictures just a few seconds ago of your team. You all have the same T-shirts, and I wear mine to the gym all the time, by the way.
Yeah, and that's why I love giving back to Make-A-Wish, is just because they've done so much for me, and being able to help support them to give wishes to other kids and have them feel the same way that I did.
Yeah.
So.
And how many people did you have last year, and how many people you think you're going to have this year?
Last year I had almost over 100 people at the walk with me.
Wow.
And yeah, I'm Tatum's Dream Team, so that's my team name that I've done forever. And this year I'm hoping to surpass that, but we will see on Saturday.
Well, I checked the tote board. It looks like you're in first place for fundraising, right?
Yes, I'm up there.
She's in first place, and she's going to win again. I guarantee it. And now the Wagners are hosting this. My buddies over at Channel 3, and they might have a little cheat going on because they're going to double whatever they raise. But we'll know that you're the winner no matter what, right?
Thank you. Thank you.
So tell people why they want to come out Saturday.
I think you really want to come out Saturday to support a great charity and to help more kids get these wishes that really, really impact their lives, and there truly is power in a wish.
Well,
so,
Tatum, you have done more than pay it forward. You're awesome. I've known you and your family for a while, so it is great to see you, and
thank you so much.
Excited about this Saturday. And you can join in. Walk for Wishes, sponsored by Allegiant Airlines and Caesars Foundation, is this Saturday. That's March 11th. Starts at 8 a.m. The ceremonies do, and the actual walk begins at 8:30. And if you want to know more, you want to get involved, go to our website. We'll have a link, or just go to walkforwishes.org. Thanks again, Tatum.
Thank you for having me.
A pair of beloved fish get turned into vegetables. How one brother gave his sister the scare of a lifetime after his sneaky switch-up. Plus, why some people say an edgy new lipstick trend called lollipop lips. Have you heard of this, Tatum? No? Okay. I thought maybe I was too old to know about it. Apparently, this is making suckers out of models on the runway. We'll tell you about it when we come back.
Today on 8 News Now at 5, face-to-face with War Machine. Chrissy Mack unloads her side of the story in the domestic abuse trial against the former MMA fighter. Plus, NASCAR's big announcement for Vegas, the money connected to their deal on 8 News Now at 5.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Ed Bernstein and Associates. Enough said. Call Ed.
Being the largest furniture store in Nevada, largest in size.
Now handling IBC filter cases.
Oh, get it. They left all that food for us. It'll be gone by, midnight. Kendall's enjoying his food as well. Do you want me to?
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. We're taking a look at what's trending now. Trying to keep your fish alive is hard enough. Trying to keep Kendall away from the barbecue is even tougher. No. Here's the story. Since he can't do it, this is what one brother did to his sister. He replaced the fish with a pair of baby parrots. To make matters worse, the sister did not realize until 4 days later. Whoa. Now, just in case you're wondering, the goldfish are safe in the brothers' fish tank. Didn't even notice for 4 days.
That part's a little disturbing, right?
They should get her a Tamagotchi or those nano pets. Do you remember the Gigapets and the nano pets?
No.
It's just a virtual pet, so like if they die, it's like whatever.
No big deal.
You get another one.
Right.
But it teaches you to feed them. It teaches you,
Okay.
I think they used to be popular in the 90s. They should bring them back. Teach responsibility.
Educational, no less.
Yeah.
Okay, since you talked about that, I'll talk about the new lipstick trend, right? It has models puckering on runways across the world. The experimental look is called lollipop lips. Have you heard of this, by the way?
Now I am.
Okay.
This is the first time you're actually hearing.
And you're the fashion expert. You would know, right?
Carlos says boo.
Yeah, it doesn't look pretty. The intentional lipstick smudging on the outside of the lips is supposed to simulate the effect of sucking on a lollipop. However, the new look has been receiving heavy criticism by people on social media.
Who sucks their lollipop like, you know?
Yeah.
It just looks like chapped lips. It looked like me for like the third year of my life. I just had chapped lips for a full year.
Who was the social media star that did her lipstick that way and she talked like this? Anybody remember?
Oh, I can't remember.
I'm going to look it up.
Oh,
next break.
Like,
yeah. No, not Angie. I'll think of it in a second.
Kylie Jenner?
No.
You know who that is?
Who?
Kylie Jenner?
Yes, I do know who Kylie Jenner is. Yes.
Kendall, good job.
I'm current on that one. Yes.
Good job. All right, well, thought only humans can be monks? Well, check this out. A stray schnauzer, now named Carmelo, was adopted by the Franciscan monastery in Bolivia. And as you can see here, Carmelo is living the life. The pup was given a proper name, Friar Bigoton, which means friar mustache. The little friar has the freedom to run and play all day while spreading love to other animals in his new home.
Very cute. I like that.
I don't get...
The dressing up pets?
Yeah.
You're not into that?
No, not particularly.
No, I'm
Unless
not.
they need to keep warm, because some dogs don't have, you know, fur. They have hair, and they need to keep warm.
Right, right. Have you tried this barbecue?
But they're monks, so they can do whatever they want to do.
Have you? Yeah, you're going to, like, rail on a monk, but have you tried this barbecue?
Yeah, I just had my sandwiches over there. It's got the red lipstick all over it.
Which is lollipopping.
Yeah. It's called barbecuing.
Barbecue
Virgil's
lollipop,
barbecuing.
yeah.
Start a trend. Well, if you choose
Hashtag.
not to work good job.
Thank you.
If you choose not to work today, thanks. You can always celebrate Women's Day with barbecue and Netflix.
I'm flat broke. I'm crazy about a man that I will probably never see again.
The movies with inspiring females that will empower anyone. That's coming up.
And facing your fears, the courageous meaning behind this bronze statue of a little girl.
I have a client that I think I did every space in her home when we were keeping it off.
Well, New York visitors and tourists will notice a new addition this week. About 20 feet across from the famous Charging Bull statue is now a bronze statue of a girl facing it, hands on hips, with a fierce expression on her face. The temporary statue named Fearless Girl is intended to urge U.S. corporations to add more women to their boards.
I like that.
I like her.
Yeah, I like that. That's really cool.
She's cute. Well, if you want to celebrate International Women's Day by Netflix binge watching, yes, here are a few inspiring women's movies streaming right now. Anne Hathaway plays English author Jane Austen in Becoming Jane. You can catch that on Netflix now. And you can check out Elizabeth Taylor in her career-changing role in the 1963 movie Cleopatra.
Nominated for 6 Academy Awards, Melanie Griffith, Sigourney Weaver, and Joan Cusack star in The Working Girl. It's a romantic look at life in the corporate world back in the 80s. Judi Dench was nominated for an Oscar for this 2013 film based on real events. She plays Philomena Lee, a woman who spent 50 years searching for her son. She was 40 forced to give up for adoption. And there's Amelie. The film stars Audrey Tautou as she tries to help other people and help her own life as well. There's also a romantic storyline in this movie.
Yeah, Amelia's like one of the best movies. What was it?
Did I pronounce it wrong?
Oh, I just hit
because I didn't even.
Easily entertained. I took a French film class and we watched that. It was a great movie. Have you ever seen it? No, it's just.
No. Okay.
All right.
No, I haven't seen it.
No,
No,
I'm
it's a
annoying
French
myself
film?
right now. Yeah, it's a beautiful movie. Amelie. It's great. You should run it or
I will.
watch it on Netflix.
There you go.
Celebrate women. Okay. Stick around. Broken Spectacles is performing live in studio.
Contestants are here. Copy that.
And your life.
Welcome back. Our 5 o'clock news starts here in just a few minutes.
Let's see what's up with Denise Valdez.
Hi, you two. We've got a lot going on this afternoon in the Valley, but here's a couple of stories that are developing right now. Both directions of Flamingo are now back open after being shut down as police negotiated with the man armed with a machete. A headache for drivers, but terrifying for the victim. That hours-long standoff involved a young girl. And an apartment complex with a long history of fires up in flames again late last night, less than 2 weeks after the last time it happened. Plus a warning about insurance coverage. Just because you share a house or an apartment with someone doesn't mean they're covered. Michelle Mortensen with the specific language you need to get in writing. Plus, Ted is in the studio now taking full credit for this beautiful forecast, Ted.
Absolutely, and we're going to keep that nice weather going all the way into your weekend and into next week. Tonight, 52 degrees, mostly clear and quiet. We say quiet because your winds stay light tonight. Temperatures will be mild for the evening as we go from the 60s to the 50s by morning. Your high tomorrow, 80 degrees, sunny and warmer. That will be our first 80-degree day since, get this, November 10th. Light winds expected again for tomorrow. We've got plenty of sunshine, and those 80s will continue as we head into your weekend. NASCAR weekend looks good. We'll see some additional cloud cover Friday and also on Saturday and Sunday. We're not expecting any type of rain. We're not expecting any big winds on that weekend as well. Temperatures will stay in those 80s, and look at early next week, too. 80 degrees, 79 Tuesday and Wednesday with more clouds Tuesday, more sunshine also for next week. Your overnight lows also improve back to the high 50s, close to 60 degrees for your morning temperatures, too. But not a bad NASCAR weekend. Hey, guys, we'll send it back to you. Have a great day.
All right, Ted, it will be nice out there. Easy to have a great day. Real quick, Miranda Sings was who we were talking about. I called my 13-year-old daughter to get the answers to that. And you have some responses to our Facebook question.
Yeah, we have some people responding. Okay, Samantha writes, nope. And this is, again, International Women's Day, when women were encouraged to either wear red, take off of work, not shop. So these are our responses. Samantha writes, nope, wore black, went to work, took care of my kids. You know what responsible adults do. We have, let's see here.
There are a lot.
Yeah, there are 45. Lois said, no, I did what an adult woman should do. I went to work and took care of my family. And real quick, oh, where is it now? Oh, here we go. Charles. Headlines tomorrow. Women lose jobs over unexcused absence. I mean, you are going to, if you don't tell your boss or something that you're going to take off, you will get in trouble.
Well, unless you call in sick.
But if you're on social media and they find out that you're not sick, that's where the catch is.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's tough. Have you ever seen Miranda Sings, by the way?
Yes, I have seen her. She, interesting. You were cracking up.
Yes. I called my 13-year-old daughter because she does a tremendous impression of her. I've got a tickle in my throat, so I'm depending on you.
This is Miranda Sings, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know where Marcel is.
Okay, so...
You okay? You all choked up?
I am choked up, so we're going to finish things off with the music of Broken Spectacles.
All right, check them out. We'll see you here tomorrow.
I've got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I've got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't iron. But we're all strange and maybe we don't want to change. I've got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I've got guns in my head and they won't go.
Insurance company.